What Lee Min-ho really wants now, fame or peace. This isn't about scandals. It's about a man who already has everything, and is quietly asking himself what matters most now. Welcome back to Korea News Story, the place where we don't just talk about Korean stars. We talk about what they're going through, even when they don't say a word. If you love Lee Min-ho, if you've followed his journey from the beginning, or if you've ever wondered why he feels different lately, make sure you subscribe. Because today's story isn't loud, but it's powerful. Because Lee Min-ho has everything. Fame, respect, global recognition. So the question is, what does a man who already has everything really want now? Lee Min-ho is not chasing relevance. He doesn't need to prove his talent. He doesn't need to remind the world who he is. From Boys Over Flowers to global stardom, he has lived the dream millions only imagine. And yet, something feels different. Not broken, not lost, just quieter. Fans have noticed it in his interviews, in his expressions, in the way he speaks now. Slowly, carefully, thoughtfully. This is not the Lee Min-ho of his early 20s. This is a man who has lived inside fame long enough to understand its cost. For most people, fame looks like freedom. But for someone like Lee Min-ho, fame became a responsibility. Every move watched, every silence questioned, every smile analyzed. When you reach the top too early, you don't get time to ask yourself who you are without the spotlight. And lately, Lee Min-ho feels like someone who is finally asking that question. Not out of sadness, but out of maturity. If you're still watching, comment below. Do you think Lee Min-ho is choosing peace? Or just preparing for something bigger? And don't forget to like this video. It helps Korea News Story reach more people who understand stories like this. There comes a moment in every successful person's life when achievement no longer feels like enough. Lee Min-ho has played heroes, lovers, kings, and legends. But real life doesn't come with scripts. What happens when applause fades? When expectations grow heavier than dreams? Choosing fewer projects doesn't mean losing passion. Sometimes it means protecting it. And Lee Min-ho appears to be protecting something very personal now. His peace. Fans often mistake distance for coldness. But distance can also mean healing. Lee Min-ho doesn't owe the world constant access to his emotions. He has already given so much. His youth, his energy, his privacy. Now he moves with intention, with boundaries. And that scares people. Because we're not used to stars choosing quiet over noise. This is not a farewell. This is a transformation. Legends don't disappear. They evolve. Lee Min-ho may no longer chase the spotlight. Because the spotlight already knows where to find him. What he's chasing now might be something far more valuable. Balance. Meaning. Lee Min-ho's story reminds us of something important. That success is not the final destination. Pieces. And maybe, just maybe, that's what he really wants now. Thank you for watching Korea News Story. Subscribe for more stories that go beyond headlines. And meet us again in the next chapter.